SimTheWorld here, back with our next episode in the Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 Story Order playthrough. So the garage is looking pretty good these days. If I don't say so myself, we've got our customer's car in here. And it looks pretty good. No obvious damage anywhere. Maybe somebody finally got a good deal on an online vehicle. Let's find out. Our customer says, "Hello, I need your help as I'm in a hurry. I've heard that you're the man to go to. I was on my way to work and I've heard something that sounded something like it snapped. Moments later, the car just died, and I noticed that there's a puddle of some sort of liquid on the road. Please see what's wrong with my baby and repair whatever you find. I'm already late for work." Interesting. Okay, so we've got a laundry list, water pump pulley, oil pan, engine block, pistons. This engine is coming out. Oh wow, would you look at that? Yeah, the engine block is bad. It looks like the exhaust system is bad as well. Suspension doesn't look too bad, but everything on the engine does look like it needs to be replaced. Let's go ahead and confirm. We'll run our tests, make sure nothing is out of the norm. The tires come back clean. That is a relief. I certainly hate dealing with the tires. They're just not quick to pull off, balance, put back on. Now that we're in a mega garage, it would have been nice to maybe get some more of those items, get some more of the tire changers. But that's just wishful thinking. We already knew a couple of the pistons were bad from our test, but we can see what else is wrong. So we see some of them are, in fact, good. But the engine block, of course, the crankshaft is bad. So we're going to replace everything. There's no point messing around with pistons. I've ran into issues where so too often I have to go back and repair everything because I thought I could just repair what they wanted. It looks like 6 of the spark plugs need to be replaced. The coils look good. So yeah, we're getting quite the laundry list. The fuel pump in the back looks fine. This will tell us if the fuel filter is alright. Everything there is good. Battery's good. The air filter looks pretty dark in there, so we'll replace that. So really, it looks like we just need to pull the engine out, replace the radiator, fans, and exhaust system. This will be good to go. Let's get it on the lifter. Switch it up and go to lifter B. Before we can pull this engine out, I have to take the transmission off. We can get this over there. We also have to drain the oil. Can't let... Oh, there was no oil in there. I guess she did mention there was a puddle under the car, so that's probably where it all went to. Take the starter off. The drive shaft has to come off in order to get to the transmission. And we'll get rid of this as well. I don't think this will be too bad of a job. I mean, it's engine components, but there could be worse things, right? We might have a quick day in the garage. So, because the exhaust parts are so easy, let's go ahead and get the new ones on. It's not like we have to hunt down any bushings in this job. Everything seems to be pretty cut and dry. And once I get through this, we'll take a look at our order and see really how much we have left to find. Alright, so that is in... these should be alright there. Sometimes the exhaust pipes sitting there will cause an issue pulling out the engine. Okay, so that did not cause an issue. Go ahead and take care of the air filter and the radiator, and then we'll pop open the menu. I know I'm delaying it. I kind of want to see some of these things marked off complete. This is going to feel a little similar to the last episode, because last time we basically replaced their whole engine. We went through, we tore it down, replaced the parts that needed to, and repaired the rest. So in that respect, it's going to be pretty similar, and she's going to be driving away with basically a new car again. Yeah, the global conditions of everything else is in the 90s, so let us take a look here. It looks like we found just about everything. So I'm scrolling through pretty slow. You can take a look if you're playing through. Yeah, the water pump, power steering pump, idle rollers, spark plugs. Just about everything on this engine needed replaced. Let's throw it up on the crane. And yeah, this is a big mess. Most of the stuff is garbage. Like the pulleys you can't repair, the belts you can't repair. Pistons are no good. I think the only thing worth anything on this engine that's in good shape would be like the intake manifold. The engine heads look good, the engine head covers, but we gotta replace the spark plugs. I'm thinking, let me check the back here, see if we can't find something to help with this. So we've got our quality parts here. We haven't opened any cases recently. I think we've got a few. We got some broken parts. But if I come back, let's see. Oh, would you look at that? We have an engine in the warehouse. Funny how that happened. That is one of my wishes in this game, is that you could just order a crate engine. In this case, we did have a delivery earlier. Let's take a look. Yeah, this engine's in 100% condition. Why don't we throw it in here and see what happens? So to be clear, we just built a new engine instead. Like the throttle, we could save the throttle, and I probably will come through here, tear out some of these parts. Because look, we can take this over. We can actually save some of these pieces. I'm not going to go too crazy here. Yeah, because I don't really want to take the rest of that engine apart. We come over to the repair bench. Yeah, the throttle. Throttle is repaired now. Yeah, so a lot of the stuff we can take and reuse in our other repair jobs. So I don't think it's a loss. I just didn't want to do it in this episode. I feel like we're constantly taking apart and repairing, and all these engine jobs, they The engines are unique. Like, this is a different kind of engine than we've worked on before, but it's still a V8. We've done so many V8s in the story orders, I'm ready for something new. And in fact, we're going to be moving to that soon, so let's get the rest of this order taken care of. Gotta put back in the transmission. Yeah, I think at the end of the last episode, we were at $766,000, something like that. To be clear, anything I bought since the last episode would have just been for this vehicle, so I think that's it. Yeah, we have finished it off. We put oil in the car. Yeah, engine is at 100%, so let's finish it up. I think we did. I'm pretty sure we made a profit still, even keeping the engine, which again we can strip down. We'll salvage some parts and we'll sell the rest. But hopefully this was helpful. If you are struggling with this order, my advice, just build a new engine, swap it. That made it really quick for us and hopefully quick for you guys too. So if you have any suggestions at future series we should be going through, any simulator games that's piqued your interest but you haven't pulled the trigger on, let me know down in the comments what you think. Otherwise, thanks for watching as I simulate my life one game at a time. If you enjoyed this video, please be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss any other future action. You can follow on Twitter for updates of future games being played, as well as follow on Twitch as I try to stream 3 days a week. Thanks, and I'll see you next time at SimTheWorld.